Hi everyone, and welcome to morning coffee break. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning. I was busy all day yesterday. Anyway, today's Friday, May 13th. Currently it's 66. High today is 77. Chance of rain 40%. Humidity 75% right now. Winds are at 6 miles per hour and air quality is 40. That's good. And something on this pen. Today there will be an Evergreen Garden Center haul. I did the walkthrough and sent it out, and in this one I'll show what we bought for my garden, or our garden. And there'll be a grocery outlet haul. We looked at the ad and I saw some things that were just crazy cheap, as I say, and so we went down there and got some things, and I got the haul. Definitely want to check that out. And what's for dinner? I fixed spaghetti, and I fixed the meat sauce in the crock pot yesterday. I used ground chicken. It's actually way cheaper than beef, and it's actually even cheaper than ground turkey right now, which I was surprised. And Joy fixed a salad, and let's see, let me go back to it. And we had some garlic bread. Oh, come on. There it is. It was delicious. And what's for dinner tonight? I think I'll probably just take it easy tonight. Today I'm going to be planting the third bed. The first bed here by the house is a Garden of Hope. The one in the middle is a Garden of Faith, and the newest one near the feeders is a Garden of Charity. So that's the only one I lack. I got the one in the middle done. You won't really see much because only thing that was actual plants that I put out there was little sprouts of some cucumbers that I got at Evergreen that you can see in the haul, and the rest was seeds, all seeds. So this will show you. I mean, cross my fingers. This will show you that you can just plant seeds. Certain things I plant, grow the plants because they take longer, like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. Eggplants actually take the longest to get to a decent size. So the rest of it is all going to be seeds. And you'll see as time goes on, they should, turn into fantastic plants, is what I'm hoping. Okay? And so, yeah. I did that middle one. I planted beans, cucumbers. What am I doing? Why am I on that? Beans and cucumbers, carrots, kaleidoscope carrots, different colored ones. Planted onions, green, like garden onions, and 4 kinds of lettuce. So yeah. Here is what I had for lunch yesterday. We went back to Home Depot. I'm going to need some more soil. I've gone through so much soil this year. It's unbelievable. Because I'm going to fill up some more of the fabric pots, and I'm going to fill at least one that's real big. It's 25 gallons. Those that you see out there are 5 gallons, so you can see how big this one will be. And I can put several plants in that one because I'm going to have a lot left over even after I give some more away. I could sell them out here at the end of the road. What they're getting for them at these garden centers and places. I could probably make a small fortune selling my plants. So anyway, we went to Pal's after we went to Home Depot. And I got me a peachy tea, and a junior pile of cheese. I never eat a big pile of cheese for lunch. It's too much. That's the dinner one. So here's what it looked like. And it was delicious. I didn't get any fries. I eat too many potato products already. So I just had that. And actually, I gave part of it to Joy. And I didn't even eat all of it. But Joy got her a milkshake. That's what she was wanting. It was warm yesterday. And when I was digging in this clay and digging out rocks and stuff a few days ago, my brother had bought me a shovel. I guess they call them a trowel, I think. And he had bought me one a couple years ago, and I broke it. I couldn't believe it because it was a real nice one. So while we were at Home Depot, I got me a new one. This one, the brand name is Anvil. So surely it'll not break. Okay, let me get up here to these. Okay. Now it's time for today's tidbits, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to finish that one as long as it doesn't rain or anything. I'm going to finish that one. I'm going to put these things, let me see if they're bent again. I think they are. I'm going to wear these other ones. They're bent. I sat on them one too many times. I lay stuff down or lay it places. I've been having trouble finding things. Like I lose my stylus. Y'all lose your styluses ever? I'll set them down somewhere. It'll end up in the couch or something like that. Okay, today's tidbits. Drought likely to become longer and frequent globally. A new UN report has warned that the frequency and duration of droughts will continue to rise due to climate change. The report noted that Africa is the continent hit hardest by the drought. The Americas, India, and Australia are also highlighted as areas of concern. The agency said that the number of people facing water scarcity may double by 2050. Hiccups. Severe weather restoration project of Big Ben's nears completion. Everybody knows what Big Ben, the clock. A 5-year restoration project of London's Elizabeth Tower, known as Big Ben, to guard it against severe weather and pollution is nearing completion. The project aims to keep the tower safe from 25 inches of annual rain. Experts said the replacement of over 400 cast iron roof tiles and other masonry will help prevent future water intrusion. La Niña will last until summer, says Japanese Weather Bureau. Japan's Weather Bureau stated that there is a high chance for the La Niña weather phenomenon to continue over the summer. The chances are likely to be at 70%, and La Niña could also continue in the autumn. La Niña refers to the periodic cooling of ocean surface temperatures in the central and east central equatorial Pacific. Severe storms protect beaches from sea level rise. A study led by the University of New South Wales in Australia claims that severe storms could protect beaches from sea level rise by bringing in new sand from deeper waters. The turbulence pulls up vast quantities of sediment from the ocean floor and deposits it along retreating shorelines. These sediments help to replenish the damaged beaches. Australia is just having a terrible time with all these floods and all the rain and stuff. Good grief, it's awful. Wildfires, smoke pose threat to summer camps in West U.S. I never really thought about that, but I guess it would. Like Boy Scout camps or any kind of camp your kids would go to. Wildfires and smoke have become major obstacles for summer camps in the western states, especially California, Colorado, and Arizona. About 73 camps in the West face damage or evacuations due to wildfires and smoke in 2020 and 2021. The increased risk of wildfires is making some parents reconsider sending their children to summer camps. I hate to say it, but I would too as a parent. I wouldn't want my kids to have, respiratory problems just because they went to camp. Uh, I know, they'd probably be disappointed, but good Lord, I mean, there's so many of these wildfires and they're affecting all kinds of, even the horses and stuff out there. Study, green rooftops in cities help reduce heat, flooding. Huh. I've seen, where people grow gardens on top of a roof. Arizona State University researchers found that green rooftops have the potential to reduce the urban heat island effect and reduce flooding by capturing storm runoff. Asphalt, concrete, and steel in cities absorb and re-emit far more heat than vegetation, creating urban heat islands. The study shows large rooftop gardens had more cooling benefits. The only thing is, it looks like it would get heavy. Okay, you'd have to have dirt to grow stuff, and then if it got water, full of water, it would be super heavy, kind of like snow. So I guess they would have to plan that when they built the building and have a really reinforced roof, I would think. Just my opinion. Plumbing test you'll regret if you forget this spring. I probably would forget. Adding plumbing to your spring maintenance list ensures that they work properly and do not cause bigger problems in the coming seasons. Inspect your toilet bowls and tanks for leaks and get them fixed to save water. Rinse your shower head in vinegar to clean any buildup of mineral deposits. Place strainers in all drains to prevent blockage. Now, I have done that. In like the bathroom sink and the tub, I've got strainers in the drain because you don't believe the amount of hairs and stuff, that would get down in there and clog things up. Okay. I think I'll use this one for my thumbnail. It's beautiful. Flowering plants that love the sun. I don't think I've had any of those flowers. Unless I just planted them. Oh, by the way, oh my goodness, I planted a bunch of flowers. I should have done a little video on it. I planted 2 more of the boxes that have the little perlite and stuff, or it looks like a vermiculite in it or something that the seeds were able to grow in. 2 more of those, and I found where I'd accumulated since last year probably 15 packs at least of seeds, and they all went between the stump out here. I call it the stump, and I call them stump flowers. That's how it started out. There was a hickory that the storm knocked down, huge hickory. It went all the way from over here beside the house. When it landed, it was all the way at the road. The branches were, that's how big it was. And that stump, it just looked ugly sticking out of the ground. I started planting flowers in it, and I called them stump flowers. So that's how that name got coined. But I put a bunch out there, and then I put it all around the rock out here, my meteorite. Everybody thinks it might be a space rock or something. Who knows? Maybe some icebergs brought it here. But anyway, I put them all the way around it, and then I took, my potting soil and went around it and put, about that much potting soil on it, because they'll have a hard time germinating in that clay. It's basically clay around that. They grow. Obviously, there's flowers out there already that came back up from last year, but the seeds have a hard time germinating because there's already existing plants and stuff like that. So they really don't have anything to get a hold of and grow in. So I definitely put soil around it whenever I do that. So hopefully in the next few weeks we'll have a bunch more flowers. So anyway, warm weather's here and it's time to cultivate. I hope I showed that. Yeah, I did. Time to cultivate flowering plants that can thrive in the hot sun. Angelonias love the sun. By the way, we saw a hummingbird out here at my feeder that I put out there yesterday. A little one. It was skinny. Angelonias love the sun. Is that what these are? Can be grown in containers and need to be watered only once a week. Calabrachoa has beautiful blooms and can even survive drought conditions. Cone flowers, which make for excellent cut flowers, do well in the heat and humidity. Out here at the stump, though, there's some of those ants. I don't know, I think they're called cutter ants or something. They'll go right up to below the bloom, especially the corn flowers, and they'll cut it. And it'll be hanging off or either laying on the ground. I don't know why they do that. I don't know if they eat part of it or what they do, but it happens every year. Okay, here's why staying hydrated in spring is important. I think they made another blooper in here, though. It's important to stay hydrated in spring as people often go outdoors due to the pleasant weather. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after any outdoor activity. Prevent dehydration by avoiding high-protein diets and alcohol. It says do not dress in layers and rest when needed. Does that make sense? Because it actually shows this woman looks like she has layers. To me, it looks like a long sleeve shirt. Maybe she has, I don't know if she has another shirt under that, but then she's got her flannel shirt tied around her and stuff. I think they meant to say do dress in layers. They make mistakes in these sometimes. It says do not dress in layers and rest when needed. So do not rest. See what I mean? I think they meant to say do dress in layers and rest when needed. Weakness, dizziness, and fainting are some symptoms of dehydration. And when I used to work, I had long days, 12, 14-hour days. And I used to get, in the summer, I used to get dehydrated. I mean, I would try to drink. But, when you're on the road like that, the more you drink, the more you have to go to the bathroom. And that's hard to do when you're on the road driving half hour between deliveries, or sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours before I get to my first place. If I drove from here to Knoxville, and lots of times if you're out in the country, you can't find a place to use a bathroom. There's no place, and if they do, they have it closed. They won't let people use it. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons I would end up getting dehydrated, because I didn't want to have to stop and use the bathroom so much. But, it wasn't good. I actually got, those symptoms before. I didn't faint. Okay, one die, thousands without power due to Derico in northern plains. A storm system called Derico moved through the northern plains Thursday and produced the second highest number of damaging wind gusts on record since 2004. The highest wind gust of 102 miles per hour was recorded along the South Dakota-Minnesota border. The winds knocked down trees and power lines. It left over 125,000 without power and claimed one life. Oh no. All right, everybody. I'm saying I didn't miss anything. That's it for today's tidbits, and that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so we get all my videos as soon as they come out. And today you'll see an evergreen garden center haul, little baby plants, and a cool, crazy cheap grocery outlet haul. All right, everybody, I'll see you later on. God bless.